Thank you for joining me. This is going to be a reading for Aquarius for the week of September 9th through September 15th. This is going to be a general reading as well as a Celtic cross reading. So if this reading doesn't resonate with you, Aquarius, please be sure to check your moon, your rising, and your Venus placements to see if those readings are more in line with your current situation. Alrighty, let's get started. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, the overall energy for the week, Aquarius, is the Ace of Pentacles. There's a new opportunity here, possibly in a new career. So let's get started. We have the Five of Pentacles in your present. We have the Six of Swords, what's helping and hindering. We have the Seven of Swords in your subconscious. We have the Devil. This is also Capricorn energy. This is in your recent past. We have the Hermit. This is in your conscious, and this is also Virgo energy. We have the Page of Wands. This is in your future. We have the Five of Swords. This is how you see yourself. We have the Nine of Swords. This is what's external to you and how others see you. We have the Ten of Wands. This is in your hopes and your fears. And the outcome is the Two of Swords. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on here. Now, Aquarius, in your recent past, you have the Devil card. Some of you may have been in a toxic relationship. Some of you may be feeling rather trapped in your current career or job. This is something that is, again, increasing the level of toxicity or has been in the past, and you're feeling rather helpless and powerless. Now, in your present, you have the Five of Pentacles. Some of you are feeling left out in the cold. If this pertains to a romantic situation, some of you are feeling rather lonely. Some of you feel that this relationship was not reciprocated. For some of you, this may indicate a recent job loss. Now, what's helping or hindering is the Six of Swords. Some of you are moving away, possibly from a relationship, possibly from a job. You feel that it's a choice that you don't want to make, but it's something that needs to be made. It's for the betterment of your current situation. So it's moving away from whatever is concerning you in this particular time. Now, what's in your subconscious, you have the Seven of Swords. There's been some deception here. For those of you in a romantic or relationship, or if it pertains to a person in your life, there's been an affair possibly. There's been a circumstance where someone is trying to get away with something, possibly some theft. Now, what's in your conscious is the Hermit card. This is a healing card, and it's also someone that's looking for their inner light. For those of you that possibly had ended a relationship because of deceit, you're taking a pause from relationships. You're looking at things differently and needing that peace and quiet to just reflect. For some of you that are looking at your finances or your career, you're wanting to determine and take some time to reflect on what makes sense and what the next steps are going to be for you. Now, in the future, you do have the Page of Wands. Here's someone that's coming in with a new passion, someone that wants to take charge. I mean, the wands are representative of fire. This is someone also that wants to just take a look at possibly a new opportunity. So some of you that may have lost your jobs, perhaps there's a new job around the corner. Remember, the overall energy was the Ace of Pentacles, which is very indicative of a new opportunity as it relates to a new job. Now, the way you are looking at yourself, Aquarius, is the Five of Swords. Now, here is someone that wants to argue just to win. There's conflict here. There's someone that wants to win at all cost, and the cost is rather large. So some of you may be finding that you're wanting to win just for the sake of winning. Now, in what's external to you, you have the 9 of Swords. There's a lot of fear and anxiety here. Possibly for some of you that have ended a relationship, there may be some regrets there. Some of you may be having some anxiety about your financial situation. For those of you that have lost your jobs, maybe you're fearing about what's the next step in your finances, how are you going to make ends meet, etc. So there is a lot of nightmares taking place with respect to what's external to you. Now, in your hopes and fears, we have the 10 of Wands. Now, there's a lot of burden that you've had on your shoulders here, Aquarius. It could be financial for some of you that lost your job. Again, there's the burden of how are the finances going to be met. For those of you in a relationship, and for those of you that had some deception, there's a burden of yes, it's having to move forward, but it's still something that has to be contend with, and it is becoming a burden for you. Now, the outcome, we have the 2 of Swords. Now, the 2 of Swords is a card that talks about a choice that needs to be made. And it's a choice that's very difficult to be made. It's called the Crossroads card. So it's a card that needs a decision, but unfortunately, the choices that need to be made aren't very favorable. For those of you that lost your job, perhaps you have to take a job that's maybe not where what you want, but something that you need. For those of you in a relationship, if you're contemplating reconciling with the person in your life, it may not be the best of situations, but it's something that needs to be made. Or maybe for those of you that are choosing to move away, it's a choice that you don't want to make, because possibly you're having still some strong feelings for this individual, but it's a choice that needs to be made for the betterment of you. So Aquarius, this is the reading that I have for you for the upcoming week. Hopefully this reading resonated with you. If it did, if you would be so kind as to like and comment, and if you haven't done so already, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.